What it is. Yeah. Not trying to be something I'm not. Phonies, fakes, BMA way, we're gonna spray. Phantom Menace here, Bobby Nizzle kid, rusty ass shifts, gotta slay your wigs, 9 lives to live, I'm a lion kid, it is what it is, I'ma do another bid. Phantom Menace here, Bobby Nizzle kid, rusty ass shifts, gotta slay your wigs, 9 lives to live, I'm a lion kid, it is what it is, I'ma do another bit. An inquiry, is it blasphemy? Bobby Nizzle spells catastrophe. Stop hating, stop faking, stop making lame ass songs. They're fake and phony, and they're way too fucking long. Got a hot ass schlong. Bobby Nizzle, the Sith Lord, Phantom Menace shit award. Don't be a sow or fucking selfish. I'll crack your fucking head like a fucking shellfish. Uno dos tres. True to the stripes, Jedi Master gripes. I'm a Sith, I'ma spit what I spin, that's fucking it. Where are you, George Lucas? Love your shit since I was 6. No bullshit, Diggy skins, break out the shivs. Make those sick ass beats and turn my mic up so I get these phonies to shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear your shit, faggot ass bitch. Bobby Nizzle, shining, whining and dining, making mad CDs, back on my truck lining, $10 a piece, my whole life story. Gotta warn ya, it's fucking gory. Yo. Let's try the jank. Just want 7 picks. Excuse me. Excuse me, Sanhagen versus Boston's own Font. Come on, Font. We got you. First fight. Damn. The fuck is wrong with this fucking thing? Oh, there we go. Okay, that works. Okay. Old Osborne. Asu Ellen. Elma Bava. Sorry if I'm hacking your name, brother. I got Sue with this fight, round 1 submission. Of course, too sweaty or bloody, whatever. Sean Woodson versus Dennis the Bazooka. Coming out of Longo. This kid's a tough kid. Sean Woodson, really tough kid too. We go with the Northeast Beast. Staten Island, Longo, and Wyman, MMA. Longo for president. Let's go. Loyalty. Longo. KO first round. I would probably say second round on this one. Damn it. Jake Halley versus Cody Durden. Your Halley in this one, KO round 2. Billy Q is Damon Jackson. Actually, Billy Q in this one. No,
This one. I got Damon Jackson. This one decision. Underdog City. Jeremiah Wells versus Charleston Harris. I like Jeremiah Wells here as a good step up from bringing the top 15. Jeremiah Wells should bring KO round 2 TKO KO. See this going past third round. Oh, look who it is. What's happening, bro?
What's happening?
What's going on, my man? Idaho.
Another day in the life,
right.
brother.
You know what? Let me bring it back. There we go. Savage Jake picks with my boy from Idaho. Skate, what's happening, brother?
Not much, man. How was your day?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty godlike. Pretty godlike.
Been a trippy day?
Absolutely. Fun guy.
Glad to see you, man.
Fun guy, chocolate. Give him a shout out. It's pretty good shit.
Yeah.
You know, I can tell. You know, I can tell because of the yawns. That's how you know. So you gotta give him a shout out. You wanna read these off, homie?
Yeah, let me get my Tapology pulled up.
People you pick.
Yeah, let me get my Tapology. I want to get mine pulled up just so I can actually.
Okay, yeah.
You
should, yeah.
Enter the picks. I'm gonna
and save them.
Just save them this time. Let's see.
I think we're off like a second. The laws of streaming.
No,
what's that,
okay.
brother?
I think Umar had to pull out of this one.
Yeah, he got hurt. He had surgery and shit on his shoulder.
I think Umar had to pull out of this one, right?
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, he just had
surgery
on his shoulder.
They never take a fight injured. You know, they're really smart about that.
You can't. He's young. You know what I mean? Fuck. You know what I mean? Like I would have much rather seen fucking Umar, but I've seen enough of him myself. But you know, for the casuals out there that have no idea, this is Khabib's cousin. Just like Usman, Umar, they use their fucking hands and their feet better than fucking Khabib in a lot of ways. Yeah, definitely better than Khabib. But with the wrestling, they have that phenomenal. Yep, taekwondo, striking, judo, all of it. But a lot of question mark kicks, a lot of fucking like reach. Everything is reach distance with fucking Umar. But you know, Font ain't a bad fucking replacement because at least you know he's gonna fucking fight. Bring it. He's definitely gonna fight because he trains with spars with Cater all the time. Fucking not even fucking.
Yeah, what is their team called?
They're about 10 miles away from him. Huh?
What is their team called again?
New England Cartel.
New England Cartel, that's right.
Where iron sharpens iron. So Font spars with Cater all the time, you know what I mean? So that's why he's, you know, I like Sanhagen a lot, you know what I mean? Like he's a proven fucking elite.
Yeah.
Mixed martial artists, you know what I mean? But if you got a guy on a week's notice, a guy that's gonna fucking fight,
switch stance,
and give him a fight. Yeah, and not only that, you know, he's incorporated a lot of other shit, not just boxing. He's with Cater, you know, if if you notice, Kate is a lot of elbows, a lot of kicks. I mean, when he needs them, spinning back fucking elbows and shit. I mean, they definitely practice it. They definitely train.
This is an interesting card. There's a lot of guys we haven't seen in a while.
There ain't bad. Yeah, there ain't bad fights on this at all. This guy.
All right, I got him pulled up here. So first fight.
This is Tennessee too, right? Yeah, Tennessee.
I believe so. So first fight, Ode Osborne, coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is going to take on Asu Almabayev, who is making his UFC debut.
Yes, he is.
Ode is 12-5. He's been up and down in the UFC. He's had some performances that just he looks amazing, and then he has some where they're just kind of stinkers, and he just kind of shits the bed.
Agreed.
This guy, Asu Almabayev, I don't know anything about him. I haven't seen him fight. He's got some finishes.
Tough kid, dude.
He's 17-2.
Really tough kid. Yeah.
And if you come from Kazakhstan, I know some people that are from Kazakhstan. I work with them. It's a tough place to grow up, man. You got to be a tough motherfucker. Yep. You got to be tough, man, if you're going to come from Kazakhstan. So, but look, it's always hard picking these fights with these UFC guys, on losing streak, or that are up and down, coming up against a newcomer. It's so hard to pick these fights. And recently, I've been wanting to fade the UFC fighter because it seems like these guys just come in the UFC so hot, man, and they have a couple good performances till they step up the competition a little bit. And I could see a scenario where Ode just kind of gets ran through again, What are your thoughts on the fight?
I like this kid Asu. I've seen him. I've seen some film on him. He's a tough kid. Like you said, everything you said, I agree with. Growing up in a place like that, hard times make hard men, and hard men make soft times. Unfortunately, for this generation. But I'm an optimist. I have faith in this generation. So let's hope. Let's hope this ain't the decline of fucking America. Let's hope it's but this kid Asu is a really fucking tough kid. No bullshit. He's ranked number one in Russia. Let's face it, right? Separate fucking country, but it's basically Russia.
Right. Yeah. So, what's his game? Because it seems like Ode has a hard time with strong
Ode's
grapplers.
Ode's too fucking I would say definitely not consistent and definitely not a legacy fighter.
He shows flashes of greatness though. With the hand speed and the crisp boxing, but
you
guys got power for a flyweight.
Version of him's gonna show up,
Well, and flyweight is a fucking shark tank, man. It's a shark tank.
It is.
Especially at the bottom. At the top, when you get to the top 5 or top 10, you know who you're going to fight next. You have an easier time training for guys. At the fucking bottom of the division, dude, you could get the next Brandon Moreno on your ass, and these guys don't stop, man. And flyweight's getting good, man.
Yeah, the top 25, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter too as you go from 24, 23 all the way down.
The difference between top 25 and top 15 is like a world of difference.
It's a world of difference. Then the top 15 to the top 10 is a world of difference.
Even top 10 to top 5.
10, every fighter gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And I don't know who makes these fucking these rankings. A lot of the time, I disagree with a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
they're
paid by the UFC to make them rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. And they mock it well. So I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna say nothing is wrong because there's nothing wrong with their marketing.
I like to go to the MMA fighting rankings MMAfighting.com. They got a pretty good, solid ranking panel, I would say.
They do. They do. Shout out to Tapology too, because they're pretty consistent. Pretty consistent.
But
a lot of people are moving to Tapology, believe it or not. No.
Oh, yeah.
Sherdog's more for like England and Ireland. You know what I mean? It's the other side of the fucking ocean.
But about this fight, I can see a scenario where Ode puts out the newcomer, getting his UFC debut.
It definitely could happen.
He's got the power. He's explosive and athletic. Don't forget that. That's a big part of it. He's an athletic guy. But
he has the skill.
And just to be fair, everybody, my picks have been in the fucking tank recently.
Not bad.
So
I've
been in top 20. Yeah, but
you do good.
I just got the feeling about this because I've been seeing this happen over and over again.
Go what you got, bro.
And I just feel like the kid from Kazakhstan is gonna just come out and wrestle fuck Ode and maybe even submit him within the second round.
Too.
So
if he lets him get that close, you know what I mean? If Ode lets him get that close, then obviously he hasn't done his homework.
The only thing that
the object, you know what I mean, is range and distance. You know what I mean? And Ode, for some reason, doesn't. I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's not training right. I mean, he just doesn't seem like the guy that trains fucking year round or something. Not to me.
Yeah. No, I would say you're absolutely right. But again, Shark Tank of flyweight. I'm gonna go safe here, and I'm gonna pick the kid from Kazakhstan to win by decision.
Yeah, it's a good pick. If Ode Osborne shows up, on the one that both of us, know can fight.
Oh, he can knock this kid. He's got power, man.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of power for a flyweight.
He does
he's put on some exciting fights.
No, he has 3-2 in his last 5 for Ode and 5-0 for Asu. I don't want to minus 150 for Asu for his first UFC fight. Wow. Plus 125 for Ode. I mean, that's a fucking live dog right there. Yeah, cheers to you too, brother. I'm gonna light one up myself. Just fucking I just grabbed 4 zips of fucking all sativas. Sour diesel, runts.
Yeah, that sativa's good shit, man. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh yes, sativa's like up. You know what I mean? Up. But they're all sour diesel. What the fuck is this shit? Gas. Let me see. Gas prop. Gas. Sour diesel. And what the fuck is this one?
Gotta have a variety, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all different fucking 28s and 32s fucking THC fucking juice. High up. Definitely high up, but I was saying earlier to myself, I'm like, man, people grew fucking really good weed in 83 when they were looking over their shoulders, even in the 90s when they, went to basically skunk bud. But in the 80s, it was like Sensimilia all the time, seedless, and like different times of the year was like Lamb's Breath and fucking Thai Stick and Hawaiian and Colombian Gold, Panama
Maui
Red,
Wowie.
and Maui Wowie, Hawaiian, yep, Hawaiian, Thai stick. It was actually tied to a stick. That's why they call it Thai stick. It used to come in a stick, a bud that was like tied to a stick with like fishing line. The weird fucking thing, but definitely good. Lamb's breath. And then in the 90s, they figured out hydroponics, and I know a lot about cannabis.
What's your pick? What's your feel on this fight?
I got Asu. I'm sorry. I got Asu on this one. A submission. It's on the screen. Submission round 1 before they get too sweaty and bloody. What about
it?
You, my man?
Yeah, I just going safe, picking him by decision. Asu. Yeah. Yeah, just because I don't know, man. I've been seeing these debuting fighters, and I used to say, "Oh, this guy's making his debut. He ain't gonna be able to stand up to the guy I've been watching in the UFC."
Certain ones, that's the case, because there is levels to this shit. But this kid's
it generally doesn't work out too well. But, for the UFC fighter on the slide, I mean.
Yeah. We don't know what fucking O'Day is going to show up. That's the problem.
Exactly, yeah. It could be the one that's explosive and athletic and with the hand speed, or sometimes he just has an issue. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think
minus 150. Minus 150 his first UFC fight. That says something. He's a favorite.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No,
if I'm wrong, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's his foot. I think it's his footwork. He gets trapped along the cage wall easy, and
yeah, that's
where guys are able to catch him.
I agree. Don't fucking go behind that black line, and don't have your back up
the warning track
unless you're gonna move laterally, back and forth. But you're throwing, not just sitting there to get fucking moving target or a sitting target. Fucking throw back. Bring it to the center of the fucking octagon. And keep it at range. If you're a smart fighter, that's what you do. Excuse me. Yep. No booze. Drink.
I'm excited to see what Dennis can do in his debut.
Yeah. Let's get to the next fight. Yeah, Bazooka. I was just saying, Long Island, Longo, Staten Island. I'm always gonna rep the Northeast, no matter what. Bazooka. I know Woods is a tough kid. He's got the fucking reach and everything, but Bazooka, this kid's a fucking tough kid. There's another exception. Worldwide ranking, number 2. In Northeast, which is a good, because you're talking about Baltimore, Philly, Jersey, New York City, obviously, and then you got fucking Connecticut, you got fucking Rhode Island, and then you got Boston, you got Brockton, Boston, Lowell, all these other big cities in the Northeast, man. This is where all the fucking fighters come from. Like, yeah, that's why I always say Northeast Beast. People don't understand it, but yeah, people don't understand it because they don't. Most people like down south and west, they don't go through the 4 fuckers. They don't go through really ice cold fucking winters. They don't go through blizzards. They don't go through none of that shit. They don't go through really hot summers and really cold winters. So that's why I say Northeast Beast. It's nothing.
Yeah,
it's nothing against any other fucking state either in the country. But if you really look at fucking history, you'll see a lot of beasts come from this part of the fucking country. No matter 100%. Most people, yeah, it's really true. Look it up.
So you got Sean Woodson versus Dennis Bazooka. Sean Woodson is 9-1-1. Interesting. He has a draw or no contest in there. He's 31. But the interesting thing is he's 6'2" at featherweight. He is a huge featherweight in there.
Yeah.
You got on the other side, you got Dennis Bazooka, 11-2, won all of his last 5 fights. training with Sarah Longo.
Yep.
He's 25. He's gonna have the height and the reach disadvantage by 9 inches. Sean Woodson, I've been pretty impressed with him. Only thing is, he gets hit, and he gets really off balance. He gets dropped. In his last couple fights, he's looked really good though, and he's gotten hurt and come back and fought his way out of a deficit from getting hurt. And he actually finished his last opponent after getting dropped. So
yep, got hot.
I'm pretty impressed with him. I actually like Sean Woodson as a fighter. I think the weight cuts are gonna kill him. But I got to ride with Dennis. I think that Ray Longo is he's a mastermind when it comes to the fight game. He's got a game plan cooked up for this Sean Woodson guy, and I'm gonna pick Dennis by decision.
And they got a lot of good fighters in that fucking gym. You know what I mean? Iron sharpens iron. You are who you spar with, and he spars with a lot of fucking killers in that gym. A lot of killers, and not only just strikers. We Matt Serra. I mean, BJJ. Grappling, all of it. I mean, all these fighters got like a well-rounded mixed martial arts.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Nazim Sadikov is Longo's guy. He just debuted. Was it last week or the week before? Looked amazing in his first fight. So
a lot of guys.
They got a lot of momentum right now too. They got a lot of momentum going right now.
They do. They do. I always preach momentum, and they definitely have it. Staten Island, New York. Staten Island, where
Shaolin. Wu-Tang.
Yeah, Shaolin. Staten Island, Shaolin.
But make no mistake, I can see a scenario where Woodson gives Dennis some problems on the feet. He might have to switch
it's gonna
it
be
up.
a good fight. It's gonna be a hard fight for him. I mean, Bazooka is definitely gonna have a fucking fight on his hands with this kid.
Yeah,
no doubt
100%.
This ain't an easy fight for him.
He's like the Stefan Struve of featherweight.
Yeah, very long. You can't teach reach though, and that's the fucking thing. Like it's like these guys don't understand. They have this fucking reach. They have this gift. They don't. A lot of guys don't use it.
Well, yeah. Look at Sebastian Fundora, the boxer. Everyone liked him because he fought inside. He's huge. What was he at 147? He was at 154, and
yeah, it's good.
He was always
you have to be able to fight inside, but you should. But you're supposed to get in, out, lateral movement, in, out, in, out. You got to know when to throw punches. You don't just throw punches. You don't just go inside.
And Fundora had some success. He had a lot of success. They were talking about him versus Charlo, him versus Tim Tszyu. And then he got knocked out cold from fighting inside, trying to be a dog. So, it can happen to anyone if you're not careful.
Well, it can. It absolutely can. But there's levels to boxing. That's the thing. And certain fighters don't make those mistakes, and certain fighters do. But we're all human.
Also, at 154 is the first weight class, from the lighter weights that they changed the ounces on the gloves.
Yep.
So 154 especially, you get a lot of power.
That's good. That's good. You said that. I think that's I forget the reason why they fucking did that. There was a reason behind that. I forget the reason. It'll come to me. I'm glad.
But who you got,
out, brother? Who do you like? So you like Bazooka in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go safe. Pick him by decision. I think it's gonna be a tough fight for both guys. Might even be a split.
I think they're gonna just go at it, bro, in a phone booth and bang, 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 or fucking submission. Or I
featherweight,
think that's
and featherweight's just it's like that, man.
So fast.
It's a tough weight class. But one thing that both these guys, you don't know a lot about either guy. We've seen little of Woodson. He's been an infrequent fighter. I mean, he's fighting enough, but I just it's the chin. I've seen him get dropped. Like I said, he came back and won his last fight by knockout when he got dropped. But
which is a good
I think he's
sign.
gotten hurt. I think he's had a few like really one-sided fights where he just got it done early on, but ever since then he's been getting hurt, and I think every single one of his fights. So
yeah,
I think Dennis can capitalize.
You know what? It explains it right there. St. Louis. That's a tough fucking city, man. Like the Lou. They call it the Lou.
St. Louis.
Yeah, if you go back in the history books, a lot of fucking bad motherfuckers come from the Lou. This kid, though, right here, right, they're giving him this fight for a reason, man, to toughen him up right off the bat. Bang. Like, no easy fights. It's just going to get hotter and hotter, kid. Just the way it is. They're not going to pamper you with fucking long goal. They're not going to fucking pamper you. You're going to have to earn your keep there, man. I guarantee that. As much as I say, like Font and Cater and all these guys, it's the same fucking thing. It's hardcore. Really is. Jake Hadley. Oh yeah, this is the third fight. Oh yeah. Let me. My bad, dude. Let me see the line. They don't have a fucking line on this fight yet. Do you see a line on this fight?
No.
I just did this early. A couple.
Yeah. It says 150. Cody Durden is the slight underdog, plus 150, and Hadley is plus 180 as
no. I'm talking about Deshaun Woodson. I'm talking about Deshaun Woodson.
Sorry about that.
Fight. No, it's right.
No, there isn't any lines.
There's no line, right? There will be by Saturday.
Yeah.
There'll be lines by Saturday. All right, so what's this third fight, right?
Yep. You got Jake Hadley, the man from England, fighting Cody Durden, the man from Atlanta, Georgia, which is pretty close. I mean, close enough to Tennessee. Crowd will probably get a good cheer for it.
Yeah,
Hadley,
big state.
Hadley looked like a fucking, he was undefeated when he made his way into the UFC via the Contender Series. And then his first fight in, he had a rough go with Alan Nascimento. He got out muscled. He kind of looked like a little kid in there, getting ragdolled around. And on the other side, Cody Durden. Cody Durden, he really fucked himself over because he's fighting a man from China, and I think he knocked him out. And in the post-fight interview, he's like, or no, it was a decision. In the post-fight interview, he's like, I'll send him back to where he came from, and he got a lot of hate for that, and that rubbed the UFC the wrong way. So they threw him in there with Muhammad Mokaev in England. And he got fucking steamrolled, and he got kneed in the face and knocked out. So ever since then, though, he's looked great against, JP Buys. Let's face it, the man lost his girlfriend to Roman Dolidze and got knocked out by Cody Durden. He's not in the UFC anymore, not surprisingly, but his last two wins against Carlos Mota and Charles Johnson, I did not pick. I didn't give Cody Durden a chance in either of those fights, and he fucking toughed it out.
I didn't either.
Those are two good fighters, and he beat him. And this kid's tough, man. I've actually been pretty surprised with him. He's a tough kid.
His last three fights, all wins. You're right.
The only thing is, he's 32 at flyweight, which, it's not like you're getting old, but he's probably right in his prime. But the kid Jake Hadley, he's 27, and he's been through the UFC. He had his first loss in a debut in the UFC, and he's came back and he's won 2 in a row, impressively too. I wouldn't say the level of competition is what Cody Durden's faced so far. But he's 27, dude. He's just getting better and better and better, and he's always improving. I'm sure he's working real hard. He seems like a real focused kid too.
His profile picture, he reminds me of like England fucking Nate and Nick Diaz. He's like the fucking he must be inspired by those guys.
What would that be? That wouldn't be Hick Diaz.
No.
I got it. Brit Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But I think Cody Durden's going to be the stronger guy.
I refuse to put a Jake Paul fucking thing on this podcast channel.
And this is why it's nice
to put a Disney kid. Nate Diaz.
I understand, man. I really hope so, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I can't talk that fucking shit. I'm sorry, a little Disney kid. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Hey, I understand, man. I wish it wasn't a thing myself, but no, I think Cody's gonna be even with that being said, Jake's getting stronger. I think Cody's gonna be the stronger guy in there. Styles make fights though. I think that Jake is gonna try to implement some of what maybe Mokaev did. I think that fight was so quick though. I think it was over within like 2 minutes of the Mokaev fight. I think it was he probably knows Mokaev. He's probably talking with him about this fight, and I don't know. I just feel like Cody's going to be the stronger guy. He's going to put a pace on Jake, and I don't think Jake's ready for that. These flyweights are scrambly, and it looks like a fucking in the cartoons when there's a big ball and they're rolling around fighting. That's what a flyweight fight looks like. So it's gonna be fast paced.
Yeah,
we'll see if Jake can outlast the storm, but I think Cody's gonna put it on him, and he might even get to finish it, Jake. This is a good fight for both these guys, though, and I'm interested to see where both these guys go after this matchup. See who performs best. It's kind of a coin flip, but I'm gonna pick the dog, Cody Durden here. I'm gonna have him get it done. I'll go safe just by decision.
I can. It's not a bad pick. Like you said, coin flip. I agree with that. Excuse me. It is a good fight. Plus 150 for Durden and minus 180 for fucking Alley. Really, I would think that would be a little bit more closer, and it probably will as in the next couple of days might get closer, like more even. I mean the odds.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be fucking that much of a favorite, in my opinion. But
right,
that's the record. Here's a good fight. This should be good.
Oh my gosh, this fight right here, man. You got Billy Q, the Q man, coming out of Tampa. He is 17-5. He's 2-3 in his last 5 versus Damon Jackson coming out of Dallas, Texas. He's won 4 out of his last 5. And this is a great fight, man.
I agree.
This is a great fight. This is lightweight.
Jackson was knocked out like over 6 months ago, and Billy Q was like a fucking 2 months ago. Or like
he's viciously knocked out by Edson Barboza. Yeah. Both these guys got stopped in their last fight.
Yeah, but Jackson took the 6 month rule. It's more than 6 month rule, which is smart. Billy Q's a tough kid, but I don't like seeing fighters come back after like a
my biggest Billy Q. This guy is a savage, man, and both of these guys are straight up savages. They don't stop, and they have bad intentions when they go into a fight. This is going to be a banger for sure. You could even put this higher up on the card, like as a first fight on the main card. I think this should have been higher up on the card. Me personally, I'm kind of more biased towards Damon Jackson. I will admit, because this guy, his performances just speak to me. I don't know if this sounds weird, but God, man, that guy, he had this one fight where he got just fucking cut so bad, and he ended up coming back and finishing the guy. He's electric when he gets in there. Billy Q is the same thing. But I don't think Billy has the same strength as Damon. I'm talking punch and power. I'm talking
I agree with that.
Just the crack that he hits with, I think Billy, he's more of a like Diaz style, like a new age Diaz. He's death by 1,000 cuts kind of guy. One thing, biggest red flag for me about Billy is his last fight. From the fight previous to his last fight, he looked like he aged like 15, 20 years, man. He looked rough. I don't know if it's the weight cut to 155. The guy looked fucking bad. He could have personal shit going on, but he looked like he was president.
I agree. You don't know what these fighters are going through in their fucking personal life. They definitely ain't gonna fucking most guys all ain't gonna fucking put their shit out there because their ego and they're stubborn, and I don't blame them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want sympathy either. I understand. I get it, but you just don't know what they're going through, and people don't understand that shit. You don't understand. These fighters' lives ain't fucking glamorous and shit like people think it is.
And I wish Billy the best, and whatever he's doing, but
I do too.
Just we're picking fights, he didn't look good, and he got viciously knocked out by Edson, coming back after 3 months. I'm talking vicious. When Edson doesn't really knock you out, not viciously, it's always a bad knockout.
It's either a really bad one or it's. I agree.
I'm gonna pick Damon Jackson to stop Billy.
I got Jackson in this too. Yeah,
I'm gonna pick him to stop Billy in the second round. TKO, ground and pound.
Yeah, plus 140 for Jackson. I think he's a live dog too. Myself, I agree with that. And minus 175 for Billy Q.
And they have similar styles, really, but I think the biggest difference is the power and the strength of Damon Jackson's gonna pull through and get him to win in this fight. I do believe that.
Billy Q, if he gets it to the ground, he's like I agree with you about the striking is definitely favored in Jackson's and he's got to reach Jackson 1 inch.
He's a more dynamic fighter too. Throws spinning elbows and fucking
yeah.
Billy. I want to give Billy his flowers because he has really put on some great fights, man.
He's a tough
but
kid,
I just think I don't know how much gas is left in the tank, man. He looks so bad walking out for his last fight and on the scale. They're both the same age, 34.
Yeah, he's 34. Yeah.
But man, he looked like he was fucking 50 in his last fight. I don't know what happened. I agree.
Some people age differently, brother. That's
it's kind of like Spence last week, man. Like from the walkout, he didn't look right,
He's a tough kid, you know what I mean? And just like with boxers, they don't want, he could be going through some fucking shit. But here's the deal with Spence. He's great. He's a fucking elite boxer. He's elite in that division. But Crawford is a fucking three division. Like, there's levels. It doesn't matter about Spence. Crawford is going to be anyone he fights. And I don't care what anyone fucking says out there. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
To me,
no one's being
Spence is a great fighter.
He is,
but
he's elite.
But Crawford is
on a different level.
He's a legend. He's like he's a living legend. He's gonna go down as one of the greatest boxers of all time. We're witnessing it. The next Crawford fight, you guys got to buy it, support him.
I agree.
Yeah, this man. I've bought all his fights. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I bought every single one of his fights I've ever seen. In the first fight I saw,
a lightweight.
It was the Sean Porter fight.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was three fights ago, right? Or 2 fights ago.
Yep. I'm actually lying. I didn't buy his fight on Black Prime because he wasn't. Well, he wasn't fight. I mean, he wasn't fight. I mean, this is the thing. I'll buy the fight if you're fighting the guy that we want to see you fight. If you're gonna fight some fucking David Avanesyan, unranked fucking welterweight, I'm not gonna buy your shit. That's not the fight you should be fighting at this stage. But no, and that performance cemented him as an all-time great. The guy's a fucking legend. you don't ever doubt Crawford again because
no one should have ever doubted him to begin with. And then I see all these guys like shocked. I'm like, what the fuck are you shocked about? Like fucking shocked.
Well, we just thought the fight, and I picked Spence before. Here's the thing: is when I first started watching boxing, I heard about this guy Terrence Crawford. And actually, the first fight I ever saw was in 2019.
Dude, I'm not laughing at you, bro.
Look,
just like,
yeah, the first fight I saw actually was Kell Brook. It was Kell Brook versus Crawford. That was the first fight I watched, and I saw Crawford was like the first fighter I actually like sat down and watched a whole fight of his. And I saw how he switched to southpaw in that 6th round against Kell Brook and just destroyed him.
Exactly, Hagler. He might even be better than Hagler.
And I was like, wow, this guy Terrence Crawford is the best boxer of. I mean, he's amazing. You know, and then you fast forward to, you know, me learning more stuff and seeing this guy Errol Spence and
really tough kid.
I mean, and up to the point of the fight, Errol's resume at 147 was better because he took the belt from the guy who had the belt, right? Now,
I agree.
Now, what I learned through this fight is your resume really doesn't matter. It's what you do in the ring or the cage. It's what you're doing. Are you finishing it? Just like Tom Aspinall. He's coming out there and he's just finishing motherfuckers. You know, like it doesn't matter who it is. He's gonna finish you in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought the fight. I was shocked because I thought the fight would be closer. I don't think anyone predicted that outcome where Terrence Crawford.
I had a perfect pick, bro. I know most people.
And when I called into the show, I said when I called into the show after the fight, I said nobody but Granite and probably Terrence Crawford's family and team saw the fight going that way. We thought it would be competitive, and it was not at all. So I was a little shocked, you know, but
no, you know what? Like I said, right? No matter what, Spence, no matter what, he's a great fucking boxer. A really, really, really good, fundamentally sound, everything, but no one's going to be Crawford. I'm just telling you, the eyes don't lie. And he's like one in every decade. There's one special fighter. You know what I mean? I think Canelo's overrated. I really do. I think he destroys Canelo. I think he destroys anyone from like 160 down. I don't see anyone beating him. I don't care who you put in front of him.
No, Canelo for the last little while after Floyd, it's been the Canelo show, you know, and you got to give him his props for.
Well, he got better after he fought. Yeah, he got better after he fought fucking Mayweather because that's what he realized.
Especially Mexican boxing, you know, you got to give him his props for that. Does Canelo always fight the guy you want to see him fight? No.
Yep.
Does Canelo is he over? Does he get some gift decisions in his career? Yeah, he's got a few for sure.
There's some big fucking shoes to fill in Mexico. Really big shoes to fill. I don't think he's even fucking. I don't even think he's fucking filled those shoes. He's got balls. He trains hard. I definitely give him his flowers, no doubt. But I think he's a little overrated. Like that's just my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I think you're right. But yeah, who you got? Who you got in this fight? Damon Jackson versus Billy Q.
I got Jackson because it's been a while. He's taken some time, almost 7 months after getting knocked out, and we'll see if he learned from getting KO'd.
Yes, sir.
Billy Q. I think he's in there way too soon, and someone ain't fucking looking out for this kid, or they fucking know something we don't know. I don't know.
No, something's up with Billy, man. I mean, just the his face, dude. His face changed.
Yeah,
his face
2 and
changed.
3
Like
in his last 5.
He got old over like a fucking span of fucking 5 months.
Yeah, it's like a bad run.
Know.
It's a bad last 5. I agree. I've seen it myself a little bit. You know, the same way you're seeing it. It seems like there's a decline, but at the same time, if anyone could turn this fucking decline around, this kid could do it. I mean, he's
and he was giving Edson trouble before he got viciously knocked out.
Oh yeah,
he was giving Edson some problems.
And not everyone gives Edson Barboza a hard time. Edson Barboza is an elite fucking mixed martial artist. He's definitely in that top 10 in that division, even though he's been around for a while. He fucking has some vicious fucking kicks, man. Man, when he lets those kicks go, man, he's a dangerous motherfucker, Barboza. Yeah, Billy Q, it's nothing against you, brother. I just don't think it's your night this week coming up, brother.
It's going to be a banger, though.
Man. Yeah, definitely.
And for as long as it lasts, it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't sleep on the light fights. There's a lot of good fights on the card.
I think people are sleeping on this card too. Plus 140 for Jackson and minus 175.
What's going on, AJ?
I don't know why. AJ, yeah, I was talking to AJ earlier. Oh, he's still in there. Good. Got knocked the fuck out. Oh, yeah. He knows.
All right, this fight
right here.
We got Jeremiah Wells, 36 from Philly. You got on the other hand, you got Carlston Harris, the 36-year-old from. It says he's fighting out of Rio, but he's from Guyana.
Yeah, and he does fight out of Rio.
So Carlston Harris, I watched his UFC debut. He looked good. And then he got a lot of hype because he knocked out. Well, yeah, Impa Kasaganai. He got that crazy, or wasn't it? No, he got knocked out crazily by fucking what's his name? That fucking crazy kick where he caught the kick and then he got fucking knocked out with the other foot.
Yeah.
Why am I having a hard time? Buckley.
Buckley.
And then he.
Oh,
and then
he was the one. Yeah, Buckley caught it and then did the spin.
Yeah, and then after that he fought Carlston and got knocked out. And then poor old Carlston ran into this guy named Shavkat Rakhmonov. And he got absolutely dominated by him, as you would expect. No shame.
Everyone does.
And then he had a decision win over Jared Gooden, not Gordon. Carlston, he's a damn good fighter, man. He usually finds a way to get it done.
He's a tough kid.
I think this is going to be a great fight. Another lightweight, or this is a welterweight fight. But on the other hand, Jeremiah Wells, I've seen him again from his UFC debut, and man, this guy just fucking steamrolls guys, man. Like
heavy hands.
You go, wow, this guy is going to give him a lot of problems, and then he just
he's got the jiu-jitsu too.
But his last fight, he met another guy like him, and Matt Semmelsberger, who is a total fucking dog, and he fought last week. He got finished. Happens, but
Semi the Jedi.
And he had a split decision win against him in an absolute dogfight. So I just think that Jeremiah is the more talented guy, and I think I'm gonna pick him to finish Carlston. I think he's gonna get it done in a round. Two's probably the best pick. That's what I'm gonna go with. Round 2 KO. But I think third round 2. I don't think this fight goes the distance. If it does, it's probably gonna be a unanimous decision for Jeremiah Wells.
Yeah, I see it the same way, bro. Harris is a tough kid. He's 4-1 in his last 5, but I don't know. I think Lewis. I mean, Wells, like you said, he's definitely got talent, and we'll see. We'll see if he's elite.
And I'm actually going to pick him by submission, second round.
Submission, second round. Not a bad pick, bro. He definitely could submit people. He's trained by Gracie. Got great hands. Philly. You got a Philadelphia boxer, a Philadelphia guy that doesn't know how to use his hands. That's very, very rare, but that can go to the ground and fucking submit you too. That's a pretty fucking dangerous kid right there. And Harris, where's he fight out? Let me see. Rio de Janeiro. I thought he might have fought with the shoot boxing style there. They got a lot of different styles in Brazil. People don't realize that. People think it's all just one style. No, there's like fucking 10 different fucking styles there in fucking Brazil. What's he doing? Let me see. Yeah, he's with one of those fight teams. They're all good fucking fight clubs there, though, in Brazil. I like the shoot boxing. I like shoot boxing. Me, myself, I see how hard those guys train. I think most Brazilians, most of the Brazilian teams down there train hard. There are a few, that just fucking, just doing it for the money, you know what I mean, so to speak. Harris ain't a fucking bad pick either. He's plus 140, minus 170 for Wells. I like Wells myself in the second round TKO KO.
The thing that really that gets me about Carlston really is inactivity. Jeremiah Wells has been very consistent with the way he fights, and Carlston not so much.
He's got 2-inch reach disadvantage here. That's what that Philly fucking shells for. That's what the Philly shells for. 12, 2-1. It's 5-0 his last 5 fights. And Harris is 4-1. I don't know. I just see Wells on a different
yes.
I see him going to a different place than Harris. I don't know, Harris. Prove me wrong, bro. Like, prove yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tough, man. Once you get in those, what's he ranked? 46. I'm 48. Now, once you get in that top 25, it gets tough. Every fight gets tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. Yeah, but there are levels from 25 to 15, and then 15 to 10, and then 10 down, 10 to 5, and
preaching.
And the top 5. In the top 5, it's like no fight gets easy in the top 25. And Harris, I wish you luck, bro. Wish you luck.
It's gonna be another good fight. This is a good card.
Yeah, I agree, dude. All right, what's the 7th? Or is this 6th fight? 6th fight, right?
Yeah, so you got Raoni Barcelos, 17-4. He's won 2 out of his last 3. He's 36 from Rio. And then on the other hand, you got Kyler the Matrix Phillips. He is 4-1 in his last 5, fighting out of Phoenix. I think he trains with Sean O'Malley. They might even be teammates. He's 28. It's a good fight, man. I love bantamweight. I love this card. Anytime you got a card with flyweights, featherweights, lightweights, welterweights, bantamweights, that's the good shit. That's
understand.
Good.
I agree. Very exciting fighters. I agree, bro.
Kyler Phillips, man. Just this guy looks great every time he fights. He's always in shape. Never looks off, except for that decision that he lost to Holly and Paiva. he had a lot of problems with Paiva, and I think the biggest thing was the size. Kyler, he looked so great in all his fights, but I think he's a little bit small for 135. And there's a lot of small guys at 135. Take it from me, I'm a fucking short fuck myself.
I know
and
I know
Marcelo's. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say about Phillips is the inactivity, man. He was on a hot streak a little while. He was really consistent, and he took about a year off after that loss to Holly and Paiva, and he got a submission over Marcelo Rojo, who was on a tear before that. That guy Marcelo, a total dog, but he just outskilled him. Raoni is a tested guy. He's skilled. He's had his moments where he's looked like, maybe he could be a contender, but he just loses these fights to these guys that these guys that can pressure him. He doesn't fight well off the back foot. It's hard to fight off the back foot, but he gets pressured. He gets out fought, outspeeded. But Raoni's got a fucking hell of a hook, man. He can knock motherfuckers silly with that thing. Seen him do it. But I think he's kind of on the downslide, and he's 36 at bantamweight. Not a good look. I'm interested to see what Kyler Phillips can do. He hasn't fought in a year. Like I said, he's just inconsistent. He's not fighting enough these days. I wonder what that's about. But he could be a contender in this division. I think you'll see Phillips as a perennial contender. He'll be a guy, always floating around that top 15, top 10 area.
He might have an injury or something. He might have had an injury in the last year or something. Maybe he was maybe he had surgery. Maybe he was fucking nursing an injury or something. I don't know. I don't know his story, like why he's taking a year off. I agree with you. You gotta stay fucking active. I agree with you.
The problem with Sean O'Malley's camp is they just give off this vibe, like, and maybe this is like by design, but they just give off this vibe like they're focused on other things outside of the gym,
Yeah, he's making money. He's making money in other ways. That Sean O'Malley, you know what I mean? He's smart with his money. For him. Yeah.
And Sean O'Malley, he's like the only fighter that kids my age know because they see him on TikTok and fucking shit like that, knocking motherfuckers out. So good for Sean O'Malley, man. But Kyler Phillips, man,
I don't hate the kid. I don't hate him. He definitely got Dana White privilege though.
100%.
I think so. I don't know, man. I could be wrong.
But I think this fight's gonna go to decision. I'm gonna pick Kyler. I think he's gonna get it done. Probably 30-27. The only way I see him losing is if Barcelos maybe outlasts and finishes him in the third round. But outside of that, I think he's gonna.
Chance, definitely.
I think he's gonna block this one up. How about you? How do you see the fight going?
I agree with you on this one, brother. Same thing. I got Phillips by a decision on this fight. Bantamweights,
gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a good fight. I don't pick many decisions either. I should pick more of them. For some reason, I just don't. This is the first fight on the main card, right?
Yeah, Ignacio Bahamundes versus Ludovic Klein. Bahamundes, he's gonna have a significant size advantage in this fight. The fighter from Chile, he is 4-1 in his last 5. 25 years old, training in Chicago. On the other hand, you got Ludovic from Slovakia. He's 28.
Tough kid. Yeah.
Look, Ludovic, fast. First thing I think of is fast head kick. But he's gonna have a little bit of trouble landing that fast head kick on Ignacio, who's 6'3" at
fast kick. Yeah.
at lightweight. And he's 6'3", a lightweight, kind of like the Sean Woodson thing. He's a big lightweight. He cuts a lot of weight. I could actually see Ignacio finishing his career at welterweight, maybe even up higher. But Ignacio has looked like the next big thing. He had that amazing knockout of Roosevelt Roberts with that wheel kick.
That was nice.
But look, he's a young kid. His last fight was tough against the unknown. Ludovic, he's a little more tested in this weight class. When he first came in, he was steamrolling dudes too, looking like the next big thing. Lost 2 fights. His last loss was a bad submission loss to Nate the Train Landwehr. But
yeah, that's right.
He had a draw with Jai Herbert, and before that, an absolute dog fight with Mason Jones. And
yeah, you're a tough kid, Klein.
I think he's going to be there to be hit. I think the size advantage is going to be a rough thing for him to overcome. He might stay on the outside for a little bit and try to just kind of win on points.
I would.
But I'm going to pick.
I would if I was.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my 3 inch. Hey, 3 inch. No, sorry, no, that's my bag, bro. I was just trying to put out 3 inch reach advantage for Ignacio. I think that's like you said, stay on the outside and stay at the end of the jab. You know what I mean? If I was Klein, I'd try to get inside on this guy because I think that's his only chance. Honestly.
Yeah, I could see him maybe implementing a body kick instead of a head kick. Getting it done that way. But I think Bahamonde is
go low, and then open.
I think Bahamonde is going to come for him. I think he's going to come for blood. Yeah. And that's the problem with this pick in this fight is is it going to go the distance? Is it going to end in knockout? I'm going to pick.
I don't think you go wrong with either guy. I mean, I can understand why someone would take either guy.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think Ludovic has all the skills to win this fight. But and he's actually done well with taller guys at lightweight. He's gotten the win over him. But I think his game is a little one-sided. I think Bahamonde has a more technical game as far as mixing it up. So I'm gonna pick Bahamonde's. I'm gonna pick him by decision.
Yeah, I like that too. That's exactly what I have too, brother. We're on the same wavelength, bros, so far.
Yes, sir.
All right, look at this one. Tanner Boja. What did he fight, like 4 times this year? 5 times?
No, he's fought twice
a couple months, right? A lot of fights in the past couple months, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. No, look, this fight, Tanner Boser with the karate style, coming out of Canada. He's 32. He's 1-4 in his last 5 versus Alexa Kammer. Aleska Kammer, who is
he lost his last 2 too.
He trains with Stipe, 27-year-old from Ohio.
Out of Ohio, yep.
The one thing about Aleska that has me worried in this fight is he's taking a lot of time off. He hasn't fought in 2 years. But he's 27, so we don't actually know what this guy who his last fight was when he was 25. Now he's 27 coming back. We have no idea what he's going to look like, really. I mean, but
hopefully more mature.
Right. He just doesn't look like a fighter to me. And when I say that, I mean
I understand. I know what you mean by that.
He has no killer.
I understand that. Yeah, the killer.
I haven't seen him with the killer, Tanner, neither is the case with him because he's kind of a point karate fighter.
I agree.
And this always happens when you get in the UFC and you get up into a spot, you get some wins, you look impressive, and then you run into somebody that you weren't expecting to lose to. And for Tanner, that was Andrei Arlovsky. And
He definitely ain't gonna win no championships.
We've talked about this on the show before. Andrei Arlovsky is the IQ test at heavyweight. You know, can you pass the IQ test? And I think Tanner just doesn't fight smart because he loses the decisions because he's trying to point fight. You know,
don't train hard. I don't think he trains hard enough. I don't think he trains hard enough either.
Yeah, he could you know, he's actually a little outsized for the weight class. He is 6'2", but his frame, you know, I think he'd be better off at light heavyweight. Me personally, but
I would
I have a bad feeling about this fight because I don't know if you know, but Tanner Boser went on a long rant about the UFC. Talking shit about
I seen that.
The sponsorships and The Rock's shitty shoes, I think was the quote. I think this is a setup fight for Aleska, and I think it'd be smart to pick him. I don't think the UFC is too happy with this Tanner Boser. I think they see something we don't. I think this is a setup fight. I think Aleska's going to get it done. I don't know how because I haven't seen him in 2 years, but I'll pick him by decision.
Yeah, emotional fighters usually don't fare well, especially with Boza. He ain't gonna win no belt, in my opinion. I don't ever see him winning a fucking title. So that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't think I am though. I agree with you. I got Kimura KO TKO round 2, and I can see where you why you're saying what you're saying. I could see that as a reason. Definitely. Oh, this fucking kid right here, dude. I wouldn't fucking never judge a book by its cover. This kid can fight Lopez.
Oh, 100%. Next fight.
Lopes.
You got Gavin Tucker. He is 1-3 out of his last 2.
Yeah, but look, his last fight
coming from
2 years. See on the screen, 2 years, 4 months ago.
Yeah, he's had a long way.
I wanted to make sure people knew that.
Okay, yeah. He's coming from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, where that ship blew up.
Hard work is in Nova Scotia. I can definitely vouch for those people. They're hard workers, man.
He's 37. You got on the other end, you got Diego Lopes. He's 2-3 in his last 5, fighting from Brazil. Actually, he's Brazilian, but he's fighting out of Mexico. 28. Look, man. Immediately when I see a 9-year age difference at a lower weight class, it's a red flag.
I agree.
Diego Lopes, though, as you were saying, he was a late replacement for Movsar Evloev. I think Movsar was supposed to fight Bryce Mitchell, and they put him in there late. And look, it was a split decision win for Movsar, but Diego Lopez broke Movsar Evloev in that fight, who was just expected to. Oh yeah, he broke him. Just like the Jack Della Maddalena and Hafez fight from a few weeks ago. JDM was broken after that fight, and he knew it, and so was Movsar, but they gave him the win. Diego showed that Diego showed he's not a bum, you know. His record kind of shows that he's just like a regional, can and beating up cans, and when he gets the big show, he loses. But now he proved something to me in that fight. That guy's a dog.
The last 5 fights I wouldn't judge him by his 2-3 record.
From his last 5 fights don't mean nothing, man. It's from here on, man. What he shows us Saturday in the cage.
The last three has been impressive.
So I think from
now on,
he's going to get it done.
From here out.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it done. I think a KO is a good pick. I saw him almost submit Movsar, and that impressed me because Movsar's got a crazy ground game. I think he gets it done by submission. I think I'm gonna pick second round submission.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick either, bro. I got a KO TKO round 3. I think it's like, I think Lopes is gonna I think he's gonna hurt this kid Tucker and enjoy doing it for some reason. I don't fucking know. I just have a funny feeling. I have a gut feeling he's gonna enjoy doing this for a couple extra rounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my pick to KO actually, round 2.
Yeah, I like that pick too, bro. Round 2. I would say that's better. I like round 2 better than round 3 too. I just had that gut feeling about round 3. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I like round 2. I honestly like that better, actually. The 2 years and fucking 4 months, and he was KO'd by Dan Ige. Back then, Dan Ige just found himself in last year or something like that. I think Trevor Whitman fucking I think he trained with Gaethje and Usman.
Yeah,
for a couple camps, and that helped them out. You know what I mean? And got him disciplined and shit. More technical.
I like Danny Ige a lot,
but
man.
That's how. Yeah, I like him too. Yeah, I like Danny Ige a lot too.
50K.
He got my respect. He's got my respect. He's got heavy hands too. This fucking kid, he hasn't fought in 2 years and 4 months. I don't know why he hasn't fought in that long. I don't know his fucking story.
A lot of this whole card is weird, man. A lot of people you haven't seen in a while. But man, this is gonna be a good card. I'm actually really excited.
I agree, bro. I am too.
So this next fight,
there's a good fight.
Another banger,
right now,
another banger. Yeah. Dustin Jacoby, who, I mean, recently, man, I've become even though he's on a 2-fight skid, I've been very impressed with Dustin Jacoby, the way he carries himself, the kind of man he is. Yeah. From what I've seen in interviews, obviously I don't know him personally, but and his fight style, the dude's a fucking dog, man. He got knocked out by Alex Pereira in kickboxing, and he made his way to the UFC, man. So this guy's a real deal. He trains in Denver. He's 35. He's 3 of 2 in his last 5. His last loss was to Azmat Mirzakhanov, who is a dynamic kickboxer. And same with Khalil Roundtree, man. He always stops these glory guys. He just has the style figured out to win a fight against them.
Yeah.
On the other end, you got Kennedy and Nzechukwu, who is 3 and 5 or 3 and 2 in his last 5 as well. And he's out of Dallas. He trains with Saif Saud out of Fortis MMA. And
great. Great fucking coach. Great.
My assessment on the fight is Kennedy, when I first saw him, he's a huge guy at light heavyweight. Even for light heavyweight, he's a huge guy.
He's like he reminds me of John Jones, like the length, the reach.
So when Kennedy first came into the UFC, I immediately faded him every time because I didn't see any killer instinct in him. I thought he was just a big kid out there fighting. But Saif Saud has turned this kid into a lean, mean killing machine. He's finished all 3 of his last opponents very impressively, and he's just showed a lot more refinement. Yeah, he gets better and better. He's showing his refinement. I think he's a little slow, though. I think his hand speed is it's not there. I think that Dustin Jacoby, I think he's going to have some problems with. Yeah, I think he's going to have some problems with Jacoby in that regard.
I would say Jacoby's faster. Yeah, Jacoby's got the speed.
Got the angles too. That's very important. He's got the footwork and the movement. Been in the kickboxing ring a long time, but I think he's actually and you have a longer prime in the higher weight classes, but I think Jacoby's on a little bit of a slide, man. And Kennedy's kind of on his way up. He's got the momentum. So
momentum. I agree.
It's a tough fight to pick. I think if these guys fought 10 times, I think it would probably be like 4-6 or 5-5.
Be pretty close. Yeah.
But my heart says Dustin. I feel like I should ride with my guy, but I think Kennedy gets it
It's
done.
not
I think Kennedy
It's
needs
not
to right. I think Kennedy needs to get him out of there because I don't think Kennedy can win a decision against Dustin unless he's hurting him the whole time. The one thing that could be
I agree.
a major sticking point in this fight is the ground game of Kennedy. He has underrated ground game. He gets people to the cage. He doesn't need to shoot a double leg takedown and be a dynamic wrestler. He gets people to the cage and he drags you to the ground.
And he pounds. He actually pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he actually pounds.
Yes, yeah, he has ground and pound, and I think that might be the main weakness for Dustin in this fight. He might get drowned.
I can see that.
I gotta pick with my head. I'm gonna go Kennedy, even though I really like Dustin Jacoby and I would like to see him win this fight.
Yeah,
I just think that this kid Kennedy, he's in a career. He's in the next stage of his career. He's in the next stage of his career.
I agree.
And I think Dustin he's already hit his prime, even though he's 35. Like I said, you have a longer prime. He's just been fighting a lot longer, and I think he's already hit his prime. I think he's on the downside. I think Kennedy's on the way up. I don't know how he gets it done.
I can see the downside.
I can see a boring decision, but I also could see a stoppage. I'm gonna go safe and pick Kennedy by decision.
Yeah, I think it's a smart pick with Kennedy. But Jacoby, you never know. You know what I mean? I see a decline, but I might not. Who knows? We'll see. We'll definitely see right here. This fight will.
And these boys are gonna bang. They both got the power to knock each other cold.
Yes.
So it'll be a good fight.
They do. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. 205 is that could definitely crack. I agree. I got second round KO Kennedy.
Good pick.
But I can see it going 3 rounds too, or 1 round. I can see it a first round KO by either guy.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Co-main event. I don't know. What do you think about this one, bro?
You got Jessica Andrade, who is just, she's got to be your favorite women's fighter, If not your favorite, she's got to be up there, the top 5, women's fighter. Because she knocks women out. She fucking finishes women, or she gets finished. Andrade is not there to. She doesn't give a fuck about the judges. She's in there to kill or be killed, and you gotta love her. Gotta love her. She is 3-5. Or sorry, 3-2 in her last 5. I keep saying that.
Yeah, 3-2. She lost. She lost her last 2.
Lost her last 2. She got knocked out by Yan Xiaonan, and she got submitted by Erin Blanchfield. On the other end,
which is weird.
You got Tatiana Suarez. I didn't know Tatiana was only 9-0. And I'll just be totally honest. I've missed all of Tatiana's career. I haven't not seen one fight from her besides the Montana De La Rosa fight, and it was up at 130 or 125. Sorry, and Tatiana didn't look great physically.
Kind of quiet. Move up.
Yeah, and she didn't look great physically, but she did get the job done by finish nonetheless. Everyone's. Look at the lines. Read them out real quick, man. This is crazy.
Minus 435. Heavy favorite. 9-0. It's because of that 0. It's because of the no losses. That's all that is. Plus 330 for Andrade. You know what? I can see Andrade fucking knocking this broad out, Suarez in 1 round. But
yeah.
If Suarez fights with IQ and uses, I know she's got the reach. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and so I'm the wrong guy. I'm the wrong guy to break this fight down, man, because my heart says pick Andrade. And like I said, I haven't seen Tatiana.
I can understand. I definitely I don't hate on Andrade that pick. I really don't. I can see her fucking knocking her out in one round. Bang. I can see it happening. I wouldn't be shocked if it did.
I guess the major reason why you would pick Tatiana is the Erin Blanchfield fight. I'm assuming that everyone thinks that it's going to be the same rinse and repeat game plan. I can understand that. That was up a weight class. Jessica Andrade is a very small woman. So is Tatiana Suarez. But yeah, I'm the wrong guy to break this fight.
It's a styles. It's like styles make fights, and both of these ladies are kind of like I would say like the kind of same fucking style a little bit, but not. I think Suarez got more tools, right? Obvious, like a lot more.
Yeah, like I said, I'm the wrong guy. I'm the wrong guy to ask, man. I think from what I've seen, I think Jessica. They both got a submission game, somewhat. Jessica's more of a bruiser, go in there and knock you out, punch you. Tatiana's more of a grinder, right? Take you down, get you tired, wrestle you, outlast you, finish you.
Yep. Cardio, definitely cardio is a Suarez, but the power I would say goes on Andrade.
And this is just interesting to me, man. And what is up with the line, man? Is it really that uncompetitive of a fight?
I don't know why. Yeah, minus 435. They must know something we don't know, bro. Yeah, the flyweight to the strawweight. Suarez is a flyweight, and Andrade is a strawweight, smaller. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why. That's the only reason I can see. Or Suarez is maybe they see her going, being one of the next elite women fighters.
I think the only way for Jessica to win this fight is to knock her out in one round.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's my pick. That's my pick. Yeah, Jessica Andrade, first round knockout. I'm picking with my heart, not my head.
Yeah, dude, I don't think you can go wrong with either fucking pick. Yeah, I think that's a lie. I think she's a live dog, actually.
I feel kind of dumb now because that line, dude. Wow.
No,
and look, I'm probably gonna have to change my pick. I'm probably gonna have to go Tatiana by this. See, but this is the thing is I just haven't seen enough of her. I mean, the Tapology crew's, 88% to Tatiana. I guess they think she's just going to grind her out for 3 rounds, get a decision, or get that submission locked in at some point.
You can never let that fucking Tapology sway you, dude. You have to fucking lead, not follow. Never follow.
Now here's the other thing too is correct me if I'm wrong, but Jessica Andrade, she's kind of not a quitter necessarily, but just kind of like once the fight doesn't go her way, she kind of phones it in, just kind of tries to last to the end.
I would say she's like a front runner, like that fucking really good in the first round and then fades every round after.
Yeah,
I'd say that's what I mean. That's her like game. She's a front runner. You know what I mean? Front runner.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my pick, man. I don't know. I'm probably totally off.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, dude. I can see a first round fucking knockout by her.
Yeah,
I think she's a live dog. I think she's being way disrespected.
Well, she's been active,
Yeah, she has.
Tatiana Suarez hasn't been active, and even though she got a submission in her last fight, I know she's going to come in trained a lot harder and way better shape, but just weird, man. Taking 4 years off, and then you take a fight.
14 and 13 too. 14 and 13.
And what do you think about that last fight? What do you think about that last fight, Granite? Because
I didn't think it was that impressive.
That was a weird fight, though, up at 125, man.
Was weird. I thought it was weird too, bro.
It's like, no, come back to strawweight.
You've
been dominant. Wait till you're in shape. She took a tune-up fight, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that last fight, bro. I was like scratching my head about that one. I don't know what to think.
She got it done, though.
The women's division, like there's not a top. There's a top 5. There's not a top 15 and top 25 like there is in the men's.
Yeah.
So it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't a lot. There ain't. There's more and more talent every year, though. I should say for women.
It's weird because 45. That's not even a weight class. 35. Amanda retired. It's barely a weight class. Like, I'm talking hanging on by a thread. 125.
Hey, hold it down for 1 sec, brother.
Yeah.
Hold it down for 1 second.
What I was saying is 125 is it was introduced before the 115 weight class, but 115 I thought was the most exciting women's division, especially after the war that Joanna and Weili went through. Man, that was a classic. But I've changed my mind about 125. I used to, the old crop of fighters has left, and this new crop is coming in, and it's just become a Shark Tank, and that is the strongest weight class, I do believe. But 115, where this fight between Jessica Andrade and Tatiana Suarez is going down, it's kind of been on a decline in recent years. So I think Tatiana Suarez is kind of eyeing it, thinking it's easy pickings, and she can go down there and get it done. And I think that's why she's favored so heavily in this contest, is because she has been,
Thanks, bro. Thanks,
on a
bro.
good run.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no big deal.
I can't be honest with you if I can't concentrate. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
no problem,
keep going, because I think you have a good. I think she's being disrespected too, bro. I think she's a live dog. I agree. I agree, bro. Maybe they know something we don't know, bro. I don't think so, though. I don't think it's that much of a fucking.
I think it's just that Jessica's looked so lifeless and just bad in her last 2 fights. I think that's a big part of it. The momentum thing we were talking about.
The cardio,
but I don't know, man. Tatiana's got to show me that she can come in shape after the long layoff and put on a good performance. She's got to prove that to me before I can really say she can. Before I think she deserves to be such a huge favorite.
No, I agree. I agree. She needs to be fucking. She needs to train a lot harder. I agree with you. Andrade, I think she fucking tries to get fucking too big and doesn't fucking focus on technique and fucking like fight IQ and fucking training smarter. You know what I mean? Like,
what I think this fight is like the Priscilla Cachoeira versus Miranda Maverick fight from last week, the first fight on the card. I think it's a lot like that, and I think unless Priscilla, all she had was a bunch of chance in that fight. I'm guessing it's going to be a blanket from Tatiana Suarez, but I'm gonna pick Andrade to get it done, man. I think she's got a puncher's chance. She's gonna go for it.
I can see it happening. I would not be shocked if that happened in the first round. I just took Suarez because I think she's gonna keep going. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sold on her at all, to be honest with you.
It's a long way off, man, and only 9 fights in MMA. I mean, she looked great, in her run up and coming. She looked like a phenom, which I missed all of it. So I don't know, and I'm going the heart.
This fight says a lot, bro. This fight will show what she really is.
Yes, sir.
We'll see what happens. Oh, look at this fucking fight. Umar. I would love to see Umar fight Corey Sanhagen. I think Corey's a fucking. I think he gets better and better and better. This kid.
Oh yeah.
And Rob Font is definitely coming to fight. I can guarantee you that. And he definitely ain't gonna fucking quit. And he's never been knocked out, from what I remember. No, he's never been knocked out. Corey, I would say is fucking. I would say is I would give him the nod as a mixed martial artist, absolutely. But Font, I definitely would. I think Font hits a lot harder than fucking Corey or Peter Yan or any of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the boxing on Rob Font is what you got to watch for, and the jab. The jab controls everything for Rob Font's game.
Yeah,
and if he can't get his jab off, he has a hard night. You know,
Corey Sanhagen hides things really good. He's slick.
Did Corey Sanhagen actually lose to TJ Dillashaw? I don't think so. I think he beat TJ Dillashaw.
No, I think Corey is elite, bro. I think he's elite. I think Font is. I don't think he's elite. I think he belongs. You know where he is though. He definitely earned his fucking spot there. I don't think I see Corey. Like maybe becoming a champion. Maybe I don't see it for Font for some reason, but I hope he proves me wrong. You know, I just I know he's definitely gonna fight. I know he ain't gonna.
Corey's hitting his prime. Do you think that the catch weight, the 5-pound catch weight, do you think that sways the fight in anyone's favor?
They call him on week's notice, but like I'm sorry. I think these guys should be ready to fight on a fucking day's notice, a second's notice.
Well, and when you're in the top 10, there's only 9 other guys, most likely that you can be matched up with, and if you know who's booked and who's not, you're right. You're absolutely right. You should be ready to fight these guys that are right above you.
And I'm pretty sure. Font's ready. I'm pretty sure. I'm not.
And look, Rob Font has the better, the better coaches. I know that doesn't really matter in fights. But Eric Nixick is a genius.
No, I think Corey Sanhagen's. I think Sanhagen's been together a good team.
It's not Eric Nixick. It's Tyson Chartier. Sorry, Tyson Chartier is running the New England cartel.
No, Font's
guy's a genius.
They got a great. No, they got a great team. They really do. They got a great team. Sanhagen's definitely got a fucking like he's a student of the game, man. That kid, like he's got wicked huge fight IQ.
I think that Corey's.
I'm not saying Font doesn't. No, I'm not saying Font doesn't at all. I want to root for Font. I can't be biased here. I claim I'm not biased, so I can't be biased. I gotta exercise, not be biased.
I think Corey's biggest weakness is his power and his finishing ability against the really, really elite guys of the division. Well, he's fighting Frankie Edgar.
I think the power is right. I agree.
When he's fighting Frankie Edgar, when he's fighting Marlon Moraes, when he's fighting, Songy Dog's a dog. He's a younger guy, but I don't know if he's like the top of this division. I just think that the lack of finishing ability is what hurts him in decisions, and it's going to continue to. So he's got to show that wrinkle that he knows how to finish guys. Or else, he's going to have a lot of problems on the scorecards with judges. And I think this fight is a testament to that, because not only does Rob Font have an excellent jab, but he has a lot of high. He has a high work rate.
And he has a high work rate.
But I can't go against Corey in this fight. I'm going to pick him by decision.
I understand why. I understand. I get it. Plus 220? Rob Font. Corey Sanhagen's been training for Umar Nurmagomedov, who's a fucking absolute fucking animal. But he had surgery on his shoulder or something, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know he had surgery, though. I'm pretty sure. I seen fucking video
okay.
I seen pictures.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know those Nurmagomedov boys are not going to go into a fight compromised. They're always.
Yeah, they're not gonna. they're not going to pull out of a fight, but they're definitely not going to go in there fucking compromise because they only know how to fight one way.
They're smart.
Very smart. They have to be. And Corey's a really smart kid. Font is he's iron sharp as iron. He's like, the fighter's fighter. He's a fighter's fighter. That's what he is. I don't know if he has the IQ.
Thinking about the fight a little more, I think you will see Corey tear up Rob Font's legs because he can be heavy on that front foot.
I think Sanhagen's footwork is better. I agree.
Yeah, he switches stances like crazy. I think the kicks. Specifically to the leg are gonna give Rob Font problems. You might even see a leg kick.
It'll bother. It'll bother his rhythm. I agree. I definitely agree.
Another thing is the scar tissue of Rob Font. He's got a lot, but I think he could end up closing Corey Sanhagen's eye, even with his scar tissue issue. I think either guy maybe get their eyes closed up. I think Corey Sanhagen is going to take out Rob Font's legs. You might even see a late finish from both of these guys, but I'm gonna ride with Corey. I'm always riding with Corey. I think I think he's a great fighter, man. He is. It's so hard to really stand out in the 135 weight class, man. It's so hard to stand out. And I think you'll see Corey Sanhagen up in the top 10 for years. I think Rob Font, he'll be right there with him, but I think he's going to lose this one. He always kind of loses the step up, to the next guy up. And Jose Aldo outclassed him with the boxing. That was insane to watch. He looked good in his last fight. He stopped the high train Adrian Yanez, so he's ready for this. He's ready to be the underdog. He's ready to fucking put on a good fight. So it's going to be a banger, and it's a great main event, bro. Even though Umar couldn't fight.
I definitely I think Font's got the power. Sanhagen footwork is a little bit better. They both got great fundamentals with their hands, but Font hits harder. Corey, that's his problem, is the power, but he has, good technique, good speed, good everything. Just that fucking snap of the wrist, punches are born, I guess. I'm pretty sure, actually. Actually, I can tell you that you could learn how to hit really hard. If you really want to fucking learn how to hit hard, you can learn how to learn how to. He has athletic compounds to learn how to hit hard. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do. I have no idea. Leaving in the judge's hands all the time, that's gonna be a weakness, because
100%.
I would never leave it in those fucking judges.
Like that Dillashaw fight, man. It's like you.
Yeah. I agree, bro.
In skateboarding, it's like this too, right? Like, there's a dominant guy in the sport, and the judges just like his style. They like his style. He's kind of setting the standard for what the style is, and I think that you go up against the former champion, TJ Dillashaw. You go to the cards with him, you're always going to be at a disadvantage, especially in a close fight.
I agree with that. That's a good assessment, bro. I agree with that. Definitely. I think you can't let it go to the judges ever, and anyone should never go in there trying to leave it in the judges' hands. You should never ever go with that mentality. But I don't think Corey does. I don't think he has that mentality. I don't think Font does either. I'm almost for sure.
I think the size of Rob Font's going to give Corey a lot of problems in this fight. I think I see Corey taking his legs out. I think I see Corey taking his legs out and getting it done that way.
I think you're right. I think that's I think that favors. I think that's like a 70-89% likelihood of happening. Stopping his momentum with the leg kicks. They're fucking brutal. You know what I mean? If you can't push off on your punches, that's where your power comes from, right? Balls of your feet. Once your fucking legs numb or you get hit in the fucking that nerves behind the fucking right underneath the kneecap in the back or on the front. It's fucking those are bad places to get hit.
Well, shit. Either way. Here in about 5 hours, we got a Muay Thai card to catch. Over on Rush Hour Fight Club. I think I got to get up out of here. But
I do too, bro.
I salute you. You're on here late, man. It's 2:30 on the East Coast, and you're a soldier, man.
Grind, bro. Grind. Salute. Thanks for grinding with me, brother. I appreciate it.
Granted, you're the man.
Appreciate it, brother. So are you, bro.
Hell yeah,
brother.
Man.
So are you, brother.
Cool, man. You have a good night, animals. Savages. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll let you out of there, brother. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Idaho, as usual. Unit, Takali, thank you, bro. Cameron Crow, thanks, bro. Tarasa Musa Tuesday. It's all names I haven't seen. AJ, thanks, bro. He got knocked the fuck out. MMA Joey Raid. All right, MMA Joey Raid. I don't know what the fuck that means, man. Holla. MMA Joey. Oh, okay. No, I got fun. Yeah, I do, but I think Sanhagen more likely to take this fight for some reason. More, I think he's better on the better footwork. But Font definitely hits hard and definitely will not give up. He will definitely fight to the end. Not gonna be an easy fight for Sanhagen. Neither was Umar. Umar's a problem for everyone, just like Sanhagen's a problem for anybody. What do I do? What do you mean, what do I do? I used to fight. I'm a family man, though, now, But I can still fight. I train hard 6 fucking days a week. I still train to fight. Fucking Sandhog, bro. Fucking 7 water tunnels. 8 water tunnels ran this as a Sandhog miner. Problem solver. Yep. Aljo's a fucking. Yep. Boston. Yep. Southwest Quincy. Same fucking thing. It's like 7 miles away from fucking downtown Boston. But the outer edges of Boston. 2 cities. Quincy's a city. Just like Boston. I don't know. Maybe back in the days they fucking when they used horses and shit. That's why they probably separated them. It's 2 different cities, but they're connected to each other. Dorchester connected to fucking West Quincy. Mattapan connected to West Quincy. That's tough cities. Very tough. I got Cyrus number. Marab's an animal, man. All the Northeast guys, man, they're all tough. From Baltimore, Philly, New York, New Jersey, all the way to Connecticut, Rhode Island, fucking Boston, obviously. A lot of tough people. Northeast beasts. I always say it. Northeast beasts. Really tough people in the United States. This part of this area, this Northeast, the whole fucking Northeast coast of America. A lot of tough people. A lot of pride. A lot of pride. And really tough people. Yeah, I love fucking South Florida. Dolphins, absolutely. I love the Dolphins. Dan Marino days. I love the Dolphins from back then. I like the Dolphins I remember the Dolphins 72 fucking undefeated. Still hold that record. It's back when it was 12 fucking games in a season though. Still undefeated though. Doesn't matter. Aljo's a fucking tough kid, man. Aljo's gonna smash O'Malley, I believe, in my opinion. Stockton, shout out to fucking Stockton, absolutely, bro. Nate Diaz, I refuse to put Jake Paul on this fucking channel. I don't hate the kid's hustle or anything, but fucking Nate Diaz is gonna fucking bring him to deep waters and where he can't swim. He ran on the streets. Cowards are always exposed. You never fucking run. You take out a couple people, and if you keep taking them out, that's the streets. You don't run. You never run. Man bleeds. Man bleeds. Now you got, you can always even up the odds. Many ways. But you don't run. It's a fucking Disney kid. What do you think? Of course he's going to fucking run. No fucking heart. Fucking Tommy Fury beat him, and Tommy Fury ain't even a fucking elite boxer. But I know one thing. I knew he was going to beat him because he spars with fucking Tyson Fury, his fucking stepbrother. And he goes 12 rounds with him, the heavyweight champ, who's definitely going to beat Usyk, in my opinion. And he'll probably retire like Rocky Marciano, undefeated. I think Tyson Fury could fucking hang with the legends. I really do of way back in the day. He's 7 feet tall. He moves like a fucking middleweight. I mean, that's pretty hard to beat. Technique. Shout out to Punit Takali, man. Train hard, bro. Train hard. Train hard, man. Train like a savage. And train smart too, and fight smart. It's all about fucking IQ, man. All about IQ. Jake Paul would fuck up Aljo. I don't know about that, dude. Not in a real fucking fight. Maybe boxing. Yeah, maybe. Maybe in boxing. But Diaz spars with fucking Andre Ward and shit. Like, there's levels the fucking striking, and Diaz rocked fucking Edwards in the 5th round. Like, he had him on fucking Quest Street, USA. So that's a middleweight champ, right? Or no, I'm sorry, welterweight champ, right? Yeah, welterweight champ. So say what you want. You're gonna see. You're gonna see there's levels. No problem, bro. You got that, bro. Train hard, man. I'm rooting for you, bro. Anyone that gets in the ring and because I myself have been in the ring. I spar with many Golden Glove champ. I always had to spar with the best guys, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I'd rather spar with the best guys. Takes a lot of balls to get in that fucking ring. It takes a lot of balls to get in the octagon. Either or, it don't matter. It takes a lot of fucking heart, a lot of courage, and I salute anyone that gets in there. Like I said, I don't hate fucking Jake Paul's fucking hustle. He puts in the work, but there's levels. There's levels, and you just can't become a fucking boxer when you're a Disney fucking kid. It's gonna take you 10, 20 fucking years of fighting real fucking fighters, man. And now you just ran into another real fighter in Nate Diaz. I mean, you beat fucking Anderson fucking Silva in a no matter what. Anderson Silva is an elite striker. And Tyrone Woodley, I don't know if he took that dive money. I know Anderson Silva definitely ain't gonna take that dive money. I know Nate Diaz Nate Diaz definitely ain't taking that dive money. So you're gonna run into, and I know Tommy Fury definitely wasn't taking that dive money. You don't need to. So yeah, you're running into real fighters. Let's see if you're a real fighter. I don't think you are, bro. I really don't. You have to have the heart. You have to have the fucking. I don't care how hard you train. It's built inside you. It's something you can't just train to have and be a tough guy or a elite boxer. Like, I don't care. You need to train another 20 fucking years. Get in there with a Golden Glove fucking champ. They'll fucking drop you in the first round, dude. A hungry fucking Golden Glove champ will drop. I'll fucking drop you in the first round. I'll drop you in a street fight and a boxing ring. It would be easy. I've offered you and your brother in the same fucking night 1,000,000 times on this fucking channel, on this podcast. And 52 years old, I'll smash your fucking head in. I guarantee it. I spot a lot tougher guys than you, dude. And I fought a lot tougher guys than you in the streets in the 80s and 90s. And still to this day, two fucking years ago, I split some fucking guys head. And then before this was a fucking studio. Oh yeah, so yeah, you're the least of my fucking worries. I don't fear no man. Like, never have, never will. Definitely not as I get older. I train too hard. I train harder. I know I train harder than you fucking train. I know that for a fact, mentally and physically. I train 10 times harder than you'll ever fucking train. I call him Fake Paul. Fake Paul Disney boy. Just like Drake, he's another Disney fucking kid. Rick Ross, he was a fucking CO. How are you a gangster rapper after you're a sheriff? How the fuck does that happen? That's fake bullshit, man. I gotta go, man. That shit fucking makes me fucking sad. I'm sorry, man. Fucking people fake it till they make it, this and that. But fakes will always be exposed. When you're running the fucking real motherfuckers, you will fold. I guarantee it. I guarantee Nate Diaz, Jake Paul, if you don't knock out Nate Diaz in the first round, Nate Diaz ain't going to get tired. He's just going to keep fucking touching you. He's going to enjoy it. And then you say $10 million to fight him in MMA. Dude, are you out of your fucking mind? That kid will fucking kill you, dude. He'll strangle you and you will tap right away because you got no fucking courage, kid. You got no balls. He's definitely a boxer. Who? What did I train? I trained boxing, but I fucking fought in the streets way before I trained boxing, dude. Nate Diaz fucking spars with fucking Andre Ward every fucking day. Andre Ward's a fucking elite fucking boxer, elite fucking fighter. Fought in the Olympics, man. Okay, he's old and delusional. We'll see about that, dude. You'll see. Just like Crawford, just like Spencer's gonna be Crawford, just like fucking Inoue. What's his name was gonna be then? Fulton was gonna be, just like Garcia was gonna be fucking Tank Davis. It's like, come on, stop, please, man. Age don't mean shit. If you think that in your head, dude, you really better examine your fucking life, dude. You better do your homework on real people, man. You just don't know. You don't know, dude. Older people made it a lot easier. Hard times make hard men, and hard men, unfortunately, make soft times for fucking people, for men. I definitely spoiled my kids. I'll admit it. But I wanted better for my kids than I had because I always fought. I fought my whole fucking life. I sold drugs. I did 2 state fucking bids. My first state bid at 19, 2 state bids before I was 25 fucking years old. I definitely didn't want my kids growing up like that, and they didn't. They both fucking go to college. One went to college and one starts college. So yeah, fuck that. They couldn't hack the life. They couldn't hack the 80s and 90s. There's no way these kids could hack the 80s and 90s. Way too violent. And The kids these days are all home. When I was growing up, I was fucking on the fucking corners and on the fucking streets with fucking 200 deep and 100 deep. Never stayed home. Always on the streets, making money, fucking fighting. I have no fucking clue. Please, dude. Don't even fucking tell me about life, dude. Don't even go there. Please. Don't fucking go there. Nate Diaz don't fucking train with Matt Serra, dude. Matt Serra trains on the East Coast with Longo. He's a trainer, Longo. Matt Serra's a fucking savage in the streets, too. You go talk to Matt Serra, I guarantee you're gonna be in for a fight. I guarantee that, bro. I guarantee that. He's real. And Nate Diaz is real. Nick Diaz fucking swims the fucking Alcatraz and fucking currents with fucking great white shots and like, oh my fucking God, a Disney kid? Are you fucking kidding me? Wrong. Anderson would be. Yeah, I thought Anderson would too, but what's my excuse? I don't have no fucking excuse. I didn't fight him. I'll fight fucking Jake Paul any fucking day of the week. I never took the damage fucking these guys took. Never. Never took damage. I never took damage. I hit really out with both hands. Like I move fucking like a middleweight for a heavyweight. So I offered Jake Paul and his fucking brother in the same fucking night with 16-ounce gloves. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking still knock their dick loose. Guaranteed. Nate Diaz is going to bring him into deep waters and he's going to quit. Nate Diaz ain't going to quit. I guarantee you Jake Paul quits. You'll see. Kill me one shot? You think so, dude? I'm a fucking heavyweight. Oh, really? Oh, I can't wrestle either? Okay. All right, yeah. All right, tough guy. I don't let fucking should do your homework, dude. Good night. Have a good night.